Hi friends, welcome to 30 Inks 30 Days, April 2025, the roundup, the wrap up, the grand finale. Look at this. Whew, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's what the month looked like. And the month in pens. One of them's not in here because I immediately emptied it, but the month in pens was quite lovely as well. Obviously, one brand had a very strong showing. How many do we have? 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Not quite half of the pins are TWSBI. Because I like to match and I have the most of them, so it makes matching easy. We have back here, we did mostly color vent. So the last 6 were not color vent, but I did the whole color vent during December, so y'all may have seen that then. The big difference, of course, is these were at a different order this time around. And I actually used them in pens. So let's talk about which colors were my favorite for this month. Can you guess? I think you can. Yeah, I think you can look at this and know my favorites. Ooh, can I pick just 5? Ooh. That would be hard. That would be really hard. That would be, I'm like sitting here looking at them thinking, no, I can't pick just 5. I mean, look, the blues, I love them. I like Pulsar Pulse, like Portuguese Meteor, okay, Brian Nichols a lot, Milky Way a lot, Rika a lot, Elliott Bay and Diablo Lake a lot. Oh, this was Edge of Night. Yeah, Edge of Night. Love it. I also really liked Red Horizon. This one here was Supergiant. Great red. I liked Aquarius Whispers more than I thought. And I liked, Morning Glow more than I expected, and Moonlit Veil, mostly because I thought they would be too light, but they weren't. So, which are the misses? I already have those set aside. They're over there. I think those will be obvious if you know me. Also, White Hole, too illegible for me. Sailing Stone, not super legible, also not my color. Sunbeam, not for me. And I want to stress, these aren't bad colors. They're just not my colors. What other ones? I don't know that there are others that I really disliked. They're just some that I was like, eh. Best splat of the month has to be the last one that clearly looks like a bird. I can't get over it. It's so good. Best chromatography of the month. Obviously, the ghostly hand of Eclipse Silence, right? That's so amazing. Oh, look, I like that one too, Dante's Cosmology. So let's look through the writing on these. Yeah, White Hole, too light. In fact, there's the chromatography. If you're thinking, that looks just like a white strip of paper, you're not far from correct. It's there, it's just light. Christmas Star I like, but I have Golden Barrel, Edelstein Golden Barrel already. so it wouldn't be among my favorites. Red Horizon is phenomenal, but it's a lot like Diamine Red Dragon, which I already have a bottle of. So I'll probably like give away those or something. Rover surprised me by being lighter than I expected. Da Vinci Glow a bit lighter than expected. Other surprises. Yeah, Morning Glow, nicer than I thought it would be. My least favorite writing experience of the month might have been this fine nib, because it was a fine nib, not because of anything else, as well as anything that was too late for me to read. So the other thing, if we're going to look at the writing, is we can look at the little transcription that I was doing, which starts here. So Rosette Nebula, Pulsar Pulse. Was this in a Kaweco Sport? Because it looks like it probably was, and then I had to prime it. Yep. Always, every time I write with a Sport, it dries out partway. And then I have to like squish more ink in. I suppose I could try eyedropper and see if that still happens. White Hole, much more legible on this paper than I was expecting. If I wrote predominantly on white paper, I think I'd be okay with this one. But I don't these days. Not much shimmer came out on Christmas Star. I don't know if that's user error or what. And you could see actually a lot more hand oils here. Moonlit Veil, I didn't do much in here because it was a bit light and I was irritated. Sailing Stones is a pretty color. Like a taupe, but not for me. This is like a Karina color. I mean that in a loving way. I hope that doesn't sound mean. Rover, again, not as much shimmer as I'd have hoped for. Da Vinci Glow, I think I wanted to like this a lot, and then I just kind of didn't. I felt bad. Portuguese Meteor, again, not a lot of shimmer came through. I do like the color, though. It reminds me of Porthcurno Cove. I don't know that it's actually like that, but it reminds me of it. Edge of Night, I like. Reminds me of, is it called Nightshade? It was a Diamine. Sunbeam. No, thank you. NGC 2264. Good green. Reminds me of some of my other ones. Schrodinger. Enough. As a non-green person that I probably won't keep it. Dante's Cosmology, I really liked. This reminds me of the ink I got, the Papier Plume that I got with my woodshed pens. Brianicles, love it, obviously. This is just like my jam. Giant Sunspot. I liked this orange more than I expected to. Neptune Occultation. I think this wrote more finely than I expected. What pen was this in? Yeah, this is my Sapphire Eco, and it's an M. I don't know why I expected it to be more broad. Supergiant I like. It's red, but is a little bit strawberry-ish, maybe. Eclipse Silence is a neat black, but I don't, it's fine. Blue Moon, a bit lighter of a blue than I usually go for. Aquarius Whispers is a green that I dig because it's like just blue enough. Milky Way, yes please, gorgeous. Purple with blue shimmer, I love it. Killanova, great. I've got this. Morning Glow, interesting. It's a gray, a little bit warmer than I usually like, but I like it. Shungyo by Iroshizuku, not my jam. Like, as far as a bottle that I want to buy, but it writes really well. Rika, the more I look at it, the more I want it, but I don't need it. Abigail, I bought this, I think, after 30 inks or after an ink flight or something. And I like it, but it's a bit dry. The Western Trillium, I like. If I was going to like anything in the fine nib, it would probably be this. Elliott Bay, this was obscene and amazing, and I loved it. This probably among my favorites. And Diablo Lake, also a favorite. I just wrote this now, even though I finished a bit ago. So, yeah. Honestly, I like a lot of these inks and would recommend them without hesitation. The only ones that are not absolutely like I would have a hard time recommending are the ones that I found too late to read. White Hole, Da Vinci Glow. Those two stand out as like I hesitate to recommend them. But all of the other ones were fantastic. And then as far as favorite combinations, I mentioned these last two, the VAC 700. We'll look through the pen. We'll do pen-centric view. The VAC 700 with Elliott Bay, loved it. And like almost no ink left. The Franklin Christoph with Diablo Lake, also loved it. The Eggplant with Milky Way. Those stick out. This one is the Abigail, and I love the pen, did not love it with that ink. The Imperial Black with this sang a lot on the paper. It's hit or miss for me. This was a perfect match, but not a perfect. This, my new pen day, I liked that a lot. Yeah, those are the ones that really stand out to me. They're almost all in the latter part of the month. So that's our 30 inks. I think it was successful, and I can't wait to do it again. If you get a chance to own some wet pen inks, I recommend them. I think it says something that they were among my favorites, and they had some, some fierce competition. But man, do you remember when we did 30 pinks? What a month that was. I'm gonna do 30 teals, but I'd have a hard time narrowing it down to just 30. So here's a month at an overview. Did you have a favorite among these? And what if we just say among the color vents? Curious about that. I think the 3 coming out in bottles are Pulsar Pulse, Christmas Star, and Milky Way. Wondering if you are planning on getting one of those. I am sorely tempted by Milky Way. Love it. And honestly, Pulsar Pulse is beautiful, and I'm not allowing myself. I'm sure I have something far too close for me to say, yeah, it's okay, Maria, buy some more ink. No, I have enough ink. Can one ever really have enough ink? Anyway, I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for being with me over 30 inks, 30 days, and take care of yourselves. Bye.